Hi, this is ENX04, and today I'll show you how to build a slime farm that is supercharged by the looting enchantment. Whether you're looking to build a slime farm that's in a swamp, or in a slime chunk, or an early game farm, or a late game farm, or even if you already have a slime farm and you just want to upgrade it, you'll be able to get 2.5 times as many drops from almost any type of slime farm, just by using this little contraption that serves as a portal elevator, specifically designed to bring slimes from a spawning area to the player AFK spot, so that you can use a looting 3 sword to maximize the drop rates. This enables a simple swamp-based slime farm like this one to be super productive, giving you on average 12 stacks of slime balls in just one full moon night. That's about 100 slime balls for every minute that you use it. And that's probably good enough for most casual players, especially since you don't need to figure out the location of a slime chunk and dig it out, and there's no need to light up the surface around the farm, and all the caves underground. Plus, this particular slime farm can be built in as little as 20 minutes, assuming that you have all the materials and have already found a decent plot of land. So in today's video, I'll focus on this new swamp-based slime farm, but you should stick around even if you have a different type of slime farm in mind, so that you can apply the same principles to amplify the drops in the farm design of your choice. The farm uses a special sequence of portals that serves as an elevator for slimes. The first portal captures the slimes from the spawning area of the farm and delivers them to a portal in the Nether, located at the X, Y, and Z coordinates, matching a portal at the player AFK spot in the overworld. Normally, after a mob goes through a portal, it requires 15 seconds of cooldown before it can teleport again. But when a large or medium slime dies, the newer, smaller slimes that spawn in its place have never been through a portal, and so they don't need this cooldown period. We use floating lava to kill off the large and medium slimes, and then teleport their spawns immediately using the same portal that they just came from. The small slimes that teleport here aren't tall enough to reach the lava, and so they jump around randomly for a while, until they have a chance to cool down and then teleport as well. Since the portal in the Nether matches the coordinates of the one at the AFK spot, this is where the slimes end up when they're back in the overworld, ready for the player to kill with a sword enchanted with looting 3, which increases the slime ball drops by a factor of 2.5 on average. The player stands at the optimum AFK spot, 127 blocks over the spawning area, which is just a flat clearing in a swamp biome. There's a great variety of mobs that can spawn here. The main mobs are creepers, zombies, skeletons, spiders, and slimes, and this is complicated by the fact that slimes come in 3 different sizes. Plus, you get the occasional enderman, witch, spider jockey, chicken jockey, baby zombie, and zombie piglins from the portals. Mobs that stand at roughly 2 blocks in height don't see the iron golem because its eyes are covered by the trapdoors, and mobs need eye-to-eye line of sight to see other entities. Most importantly, this means that skeletons can't see the golem, so they don't shoot arrows that might accidentally miss and cause a creeper to explode instead. Big slimes can see the golem over the trapdoors when they jump, and medium and small slimes can see the golem under the trapdoors, so slimes of all sizes will be lured to the golem and will be caught by the portal. Similarly, spiders will be able to see the golem from under the trapdoors, but they're killed off by the floating lava in the portal elevator after they teleport. A channel of 7 snow layers in front of each portal is lower than the surrounding ground by 0.25 blocks. Since mobs can only jump 1.25 blocks in height, this puts the portal threshold at the very limit of vertical distance that they can jump, and actually prevents mobs from ever pathfinding to the portal. The only exception is small slimes, which can fit in the channel but have the really basic pathfinding approach of just jumping in a straight line toward their target. Big and medium slimes, spiders, and spider jockeys are too wide to fit in the 1-block channel of snow, and so they pass right over it. Entities riding other entities can't teleport, so spider jockeys climb up the portal, but get stuck so that the skeletons suffocate in the portal frame, and then the remaining spider teleports and burns up in the lava in the portal elevator. The wolves and cats scare the skeletons and creepers away from the portals, leaving the area open for slimes to spawn and keeping the path to the golem relatively clear. The wolves scare away any skeletons that happen to be standing on the snow, which prevents them from shooting at the golem, which they can see under the trapdoors from this location. The fence roughly marks 128 blocks of distance from the AFK spot, which is the distance that mobs will instantly despawn due to distance from the player. So the fence prevents big and medium slimes from jumping too far away, which gives them a chance to change direction to see the iron golem instead. Other mobs are small enough to be either shoved through the diagonal gaps between fences, or pathfind their way through the gaps in the fence as they try to trample turtle eggs, which is something that all zombie variants like to do. All these measures are in place to selectively get only slimes to the AFK spot, and also to protect the golem, prevent creeper explosions, and to clear out unneeded mobs so that the mob cap doesn't fill up, which gives new slimes a chance to spawn. Okay, let's get to building. You'll see in this video that I'll use smooth stone blocks and slabs. This is just to make it easier for viewers to count blocks, but you can use any other convenient solid block or slab instead. Start by finding a large flat area in a swamp biome, about 2 chunks by 2 chunks in size. That's 32 by 32 blocks, and so that the plot of land is a bit higher than any other nearby land around it. Clear the area and do any terraforming that might be necessary to get a flat spawning area of the proper size. I recommend to align the spawning area with chunk borders, just to make it easier to measure distances and align certain parts of the farm, but this isn't absolutely required. Press F3 and write down the Y level of your feet while standing on the spawning area. Press F3 and G to find the middle of the farm, where the 4 chunks intersect, and dig out a 2x2 hole and place a chest inside for the iron golem to stand on. Surround the hole on 3 sides with a wall 1.5 blocks high, and spawn in an iron golem. Lead or push the golem into the room, and then seal it inside by finishing the 4th wall. Now add 8 trapdoors over the slabs, and then add solid blocks over the trapdoors to make a 4x4 roof. Go out 4 blocks diagonally from the corners of the structure, and place a temporary block with a slab on top. Remove the temporary block and replace the block underneath with 4 layers of snow. Bring in a tamed wolf, have it sit, and then push the wolf into the hole so that it sits directly on the snow. Bring in a tamed cat and push it on top of the slab using some temporary blocks and slabs, or stairs, to get it up there. Press F3 and B to make sure that the cat's hitbox is completely over the slab, so that it's not overhanging at all, and then repeat this for the other 3 corners. Now we're basically going to draw a big circle in the spawning area using fences. Place 6 fences along the middle of each side of the spawning area. Then go diagonally and place another 3 fences. Go diagonally again and place 2 fences, and then a fence post, and 1 more fence post. Do the same along the rest of the spawning area to complete the circle. Now go to each corner of the spawning area, place a temporary block with a turtle egg on top, and then break the temporary block so that the turtle egg is floating. This prevents any mobs from trampling the egg. Now go back to the golem room and surround it with 4 portals, placed on top of the ground so that you would have to jump up in order to go in. And make a channel in front of each portal opening to add snow, 7 layers thick, inside. While on the roof, activate the portals and place water to create a landing pad for you to use later on. From a corner of another portal, pillar up on 121 sand blocks, or scaffolding, and when you run out, add a glass block on top of the pillar, and then press F3 to confirm that your feet are at 127 blocks higher than when you were standing on the spawning area below. And then build out a 6x6 glass platform, centered in the middle of the farm, directly over the structure below. The middle 4 blocks are where you will AFK, so I'll use red stained glass, just for reference in this video. Pillar up on top of 3 blocks right next to the AFK spot, and add a 2x4 platform centered over the AFK spot, with 2 obsidian blocks to serve as the base for a nether portal. Finish the nether portal and add slabs on top to spawn proof. Press F3 and record all 3 coordinates for the portal while you're standing inside the frame. This is critical information that you'll need later. Add 3 fences and a gate to the platform, and then jump down to add glass blocks to make the sides of a killing chamber. Put 4 hoppers on the bottom of the chamber, feeding into a double chest, and cover the hoppers with slabs. Place 2 trapdoors on the underside of the portal, add ladders to the pillar, light the portal, and open the gate to go through. When you reach the nether, break the portal that you just came through, and then work your way up to the nether ceiling. When your feet reach Y121, dig a short tunnel and explore overhead to look for a bedrock block at Y126 or Y127. You can press F3 and use the targeted block information on the right side of the screen to find the Y coordinate of the block that you're looking at. Run a ladder all the way up to the bedrock block, and hold down both forward and jump keys, and then throw an ender pearl straight at the ladder while you continue to hold down both forward and jump keys. You'll get a little bit of damage as you go through to the nether roof, so be careful if you're low on health. Take the X and Z coordinates that you recorded earlier for the Killing Chamber portal, and divide each by 8, round down, and pillar up at this location until you can place an obsidian block at the same Y coordinate that you recorded earlier. Bridge out on another obsidian block, and then surround these 2 obsidian blocks with 10 blocks to make a platform, and then build up a 3 high wall around the platform on each side. Finish the nether portal and add slabs on top to spawn-proof, and then activate the portal. Finally, place 8 signs to suspend lava on each side of the portal, and then teleport yourself back to the overworld. You should find yourself back at the Killing Chamber for the AFK spot. Go through the gate and close it as you go through. Hop down to the platform and then take a bold jump down to the pool of water on the roof below. Place a torch on the corner opposite of the sand pillar, and then place a torch right under the sand pillar to break it all down. When the sand pillar is collapsed, you should leave this torch so that it continues to light up the roof. The easiest way to get back up to the AFK spot is just to step into one of the portals surrounding the iron golem. Once you start using the farm, you might find a few neutral spiders that haven't been killed by the lava yet, and there may be a few small slime that can't inflict damage. Just ignore them, and re-enter the portal, and you should find yourself back at the Killing Chamber. Open the gate to exit, close the gate as you leave, and stand underneath the portal to start using the farm. When the slimes arrive, attack with a looting sword, about once per second, so that you can get the sweep attack. It's best to use the farm on a full moon because slime spawn in swamps in proportion to the brightness of the moon. But you can still get decent performance from this farm as long as the moon isn't a new moon or a crescent moon. The moon goes through 8 phases, advancing 1 phase each day, so you'll be able to use this farm with decent productivity 5 out of 8 nights, getting anywhere from 400 to 800 slime balls on average each night, assuming that you use a looting 3 sword. This probably exceeds the needs of overwhelmingly most players, but if you want more, I recommend building the slime farm in a slime chunk instead of a swamp. There are many designs that you can find from other YouTubers, and nearly all of them can be upgraded with a portal elevator for looting kills. Just add the Killing Chamber to the existing AFK spot for the farm, and in the nether, build the slime elevator at the matching coordinates, dividing X and Z by 8. The Y coordinate doesn't have to match perfectly if you find that the bedrock ceiling is in your way. And if your farm is portal-based, you'll also need to break the portal in the nether, where the grinder is located. And if you don't have a portal-based slime farm, you'll need to adapt the spawning area to incorporate portals to capture the slimes. Slimes jump around randomly and will nearly always jump to the edge of a slime chunk on their own. So the most straightforward way to adapt the spawning area is just to surround the slime chunk with a portal on each side. This particular slime farm is based off of Gnemban's design, and will get you 42,000 slime balls per hour from a single slime chunk. If you're interested in this farm, check out the video description for some notes on the way that I've stacked portals for this farm. And you should probably check the video description regardless, since I tend to add extra details, useful tips and corrections, and I answer common questions in there as well, like how to use the farm on a multiplayer server. So go ahead and take a look, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.